Hey everyone, sorry if this video is a little all over the place. I'm trying to do things on my phone and my computer, so just bear with me. So today I wanted to share with you one of my absolute favorite books that I've read thus far. It's a picture book, and it's called Lin Yi's Lantern, A Blue Festival Tale. And let me show you the front cover. This is on my laptop because I wanted to get the colors as best that I could. And I just really liked it. This was one of the books that when I was in the library, I just picked it up because it looked interesting, and I was right. It was super interesting and super fun to read. So one of the first reasons that I picked this book was because visually it was so intriguing and so stunning. The colors used are consistent throughout its entirety, which makes it easier to go from one page to the next. And to me, it almost had that old Chinese feel, but it was still fresh and clean and really interesting for the reader to pay attention to. So another thing that I love is on that front cover there was red in the lantern, but also Lin Yi is wearing a top shirt that is red, and he's always in red, and so he's always standing out and looking really distinct from everything else, all the other artwork. So this is one of my absolute favorite pages that was in the book because it was so contrasting with one another, with the reds, the blues, and greens. It just caught my attention really fast. And I thought that that was really well done with the author and the illustrator, because it showed how in sync that they were, that they understood that they wanted that in their piece of work, because it was really cohesive. I also love that the differentiating aspect of dialogue throughout this story. There's one page where there's only 3 lines, and it's whenever Lin Yi is riding his bike into town, and it had a certain impact in the story. But then there are also situations where there is like half of the page that is full of dialogue, and you can't really tell with this picture, but there's Lin Yi and a market trader, and then over here is all dialogue on this lantern. Now, I loved this picture book because although there's a bunch of dialogue on this page, it doesn't take away from the pictures themselves. It blends in well enough that you can still read it and you can still pay attention to it, but it's different because you still look at the pictures and you're still interested in what is being told with the story. Another thing that I love about picture books is that I love that it can be simple enough in the pictures so that students at a young age can love looking at the pictures, which I know I did whenever I was growing up. But I also love whenever authors make it complex enough that even us as college students right now, that we can enjoy it but still dissect it and find new things and look into the piece of work that it is, the art that it is. So I really enjoyed that. I also really liked that page of artwork because it was all red. There were a ton of tints of red in it, and it just caught my eye really, really from the get-go. Another thing that I love about this book is that there are pages where there are no text at all. And so this is one of those. And this is whenever Lin Yi is in the market, and he has the realization that he probably will not be able to get the lantern that he wants. And I just really like that because there are differentiating links. So there's 3 lines, there are paragraphs, and then there's some pages that don't have dialogue on it at all. And I think that speaks volumes, that you can trust an illustrator to get that across with just a simple expression. So I really enjoyed this story. I hope you guys did too, and I hope you guys will take a look at it because it's one that I will definitely be keeping in my library for whenever I have kids. So have a great day, guys.